What's going on? Today we are giving Shai a 0 free throw rating. Realistically in 2K you can't go that low, so it's a 25. We also put his foul tendency all the way down to 25 to see what type of player he would be without a free throw, considering a lot of people in the NBA space call him a free throw merchant and a foul baiter. We do still win 58 games. Zachariah Ricochet has been on an absolute tear to finish out this year. In my opinion, Stephon Castle should still win Rookie of the Year, but it's definitely getting to be a closer look of a race. As far as the All-NBA team, Shai isn't even on that All-NBA first team anymore. It goes to Trae Young as a guard and Luka as a guard. He's not even on the All-NBA second team. My gosh, Shai is down to the All-NBA third team. A player that was once a top 2 MVP candidate is now down to the third team. And he doesn't even make an all-defensive team, which usually he does. We are the second seed in the Western Conference, playing the Clippers in the first round. Look at it. Shai shot 29% from their free throw line now. Still averaged 27 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, and a block. Almost 60% from the field as a guard is unheard of, so we're not going to act like the man isn't a great player. Chet, 17 points, 10 rebounds, a steal, 3 blocks. Jalen Williams taking a bit of a leap here with 18 points. Lou Dort, another player in the running for Defensive Player of the Year, did have 2 steals and almost a block for us. Isaiah Hartenstein had 10 rebounds, a steal, and a block. Off our bench, a very young bench, with Aaron Wiggins who had 10 points. Casey Wallace who had 8 points over a steal. Alex Caruso, I took him out of the rotation the second half of the year just because the shooting splits they're not good except the free throw percentage. I did end up putting in Isaiah Joe, who averaged 7 points, 2 assists. Shooting split still could have been a little bit better, except that's really good. His 3-point percentage was 38%, which is almost higher than his field goal percentage. This Clippers team, they are looking really good right now. They have Harden, Bogdanovic, Paul George. How did they get Paul up? Why did they have Paul George back? Yo, where are the 76ers at? Who did they give up? They still have James Harden, Kawhi, Zubac, Norman Powell. And Bogdan is still their starting shooting guard, so alright. I don't know how that team is the 7th seed, considering they even have Paul George back. We do advance to play the Dallas Mavericks, a team that's not going to be the 3rd seed. I'm pretty sure they're the 10th seed in the play-in tournament. We are playing the Spurs in the finals, a team that's already the 1st seed. De'Aaron's only averaging 16 points in the playoffs, but they still have Victor Wembanyama and Stephon Castle, who is coming off their bench. We're going to take this series game by game because they didn't win more games than us in the regular season, as we do see ourselves down 3-2 here. We have a 7-game series. This happens every video, let's just be real. A 7-game series is going to pop up at some point. We do lose the first and second quarter by quite a bit. It looks like we're just going to lose every single quarter here to get eliminated from playoff contention, as the Celtics are playing the Spurs in the finals. They've added Tyus Jones to their team. Alright, as the Spurs just get a clean sweep, and Wembanyama already has a finals MVP. How old is he right now? 21 years old and already has a finals MVP. I was able to trade up to the 7th pick here. Cooper Flag goes to the Rockets. Ace Bailey to the Trailblazers. Oh my gosh. No way the Spurs just traded De'Aaron and a Hawks pick for the 3rd pick in the draft. They just traded De'Aaron for Caspers. There's no way they just did that. Liam McNeely does go to the Nets. Dylan Harper, the player I wanted, goes to the Wizards. Jeremiah Fears goes to the Nets as well. Well, oh my gosh, VJ Edgecombe and Trey Johnson are still available. So is Derek Queen. But VJ Edgecombe, let's go with VJ. I like that a lot. We get an athletic shooting guard. I can slide Jalen Williams to the 3. He actually might have been playing there already this past season. Yeah, he was. We are going to get all of our players back, even the ones who weren't really getting minutes, just because this core is so young and there's so many players on this roster. As far as our starting lineup goes, we are going to run Shai. I'm also going to start Edgecombe this season next to Jalen Williams. Chet could start at the 5-2 depending on what we do with Isaiah Hartenstein, but he's a player I wouldn't mind keeping on the team. Here's what we're going to do. Shai is going to start next to VJ Edgecombe, Jalen Williams, Chet, and Hartenstein. Off the bench, we're going to run Jalen Williams. I'm going to run Aaron Wiggins, but Dieng is still going to stay on the team. He's 6'9", 22 years old, a 77 overall, so if he could develop a little bit more in the G League, we could find him a spot in the rotation. Off our bench, we're also going to run Case and Wallace. Dort's probably going to get traded over some picks, as much as I hate to say it. We just have so many young guards. Then we're going to run Isaiah Joe, and I'm hoping Topic progresses a little bit more. You really hate to see it. We are such a mid basketball team right now. We rank 7th in the whole league. We're 5th in the Western Conference. We're barely 10 games over that .500 mark, which isn't awful, but I just don't know how this is possible with the rotation we have. The only thing I can even consider trading is we get rid of Isaiah Hartenstein with a couple of young guards that aren't in the rotation. VJ Edgecombe even just took Rookie of the Year for us. All of these players, Dylan Harper, like, what? Tyler Hero just won 6 Man of the Year, Wemby Defensive Player of the Year. Jalen Tyson was most improved on the Cavs. Are we really going to be this bad considering Shai doesn't have a free throw? He is making that All-NBA second team for us. De'Aaron's on the All-NBA third team, averaging 26 points, 6 assists, 2 steals. The guy that for whatever reason the Spurs decided to trade away for that third pick. The Heat are now the 5th seed too. They have De'Aaron starting at the 2. Tyler Hero's coming off the bench. Let's go put De'Aaron Fox back at his natural position. I don't know why he's at the 2 in the rebuild, so we're just gonna put him back at the point guard position, and then we can put Tyler Hero at the shooting guard role. As far as the Western Conference goes, we are playing Mike Conley, Anthony Edwards, Jaden McDaniels, Julius Randle, and Rudy Gobert in the first round. They also added Kyle, Rui Hachimura, Rob Dillingham, almost an 80 overall. They have Drummond as well. We're losing in the first round. It's that simple. I don't know what is going on. Chet, over 20 points per game with a steal and 2 blocks. Shai, 24 points, 8 assists, 2 steals, and a block. Jalen Williams, a 20 point per game scorer too. What in the world? Shai is shooting insane from the field and from 3, and then you see his 21% from the free throw line. VJ Edgecombe as a rookie, 14 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, over a steal. Isaiah Hartenstein, 9 points, a steal, and a block. Off our bench, Jalen Williams had 7 and 6. Aaron Wiggins had 9. Case and Wallace had 8 points, over a steal. Isaiah Joe had 9 points. Shot 42% from 3. On paper, we look like a first-seeded team. Dieng is also still 79, and so is Topic, which is great to see. So there's definitely changes we can make within the roster. If we just get smacked this season, we do advance to play the Rockets in the second round. They've added Ty Jerome as their starting point guard. I like that for them a lot. They have Cooper Flag coming way off their bench just because of how deep their rotation is. Hopefully they are able to figure that out at some point, as they do beat us in a 6-game series, and they do go on to the finals where they are playing the Pistons, who have added Jonathan Isaac at the power forward position, 2 blocks and over a steal in the playoffs. They also have Mitchell Robinson, Taylor Hendricks coming off their bench, where they do lose in 5 games to Houston. We got Cameron Boozer with the 2nd pick in the draft. Oh my gosh, we also had the 17th pick where we got Jasper Johnson. That's kind of a steal that late in the draft. The 6'4" point guard is 75 overall. Isaiah Hartenstein, I don't even really want him back on the team. I'm probably going to throw Chet at the 5 and have Cameron Boozer start at the power forward position. There's just no reason for me not to do that with how good Cameron Boozer is in rebuilds. We do have to get Chet back, actually. Hopefully he just agrees to sign with us. We can give him a decent amount of money, almost 40 mil a year. Oh my gosh, we have to get Jalen Williams back too. Hold up, we are going bankrupt. Okay, we're good. We can just match his contract. We're going to get both of them back on their roster. We're going to slide Chet to the starting center spot so Cameron Boozer can start as a 19-year-old. All right, the issue is the roster is just too deep. I don't need Isaiah Hartenstein. I still like starting VJ Edgecombe. Getting rid of Casey Wallace and Isaiah Joe is going to give us Cam Whitmore and a first-round pick. I decided I'm going to run Nikola Topic finally at a backup point guard role this position, so I just really didn't need any more guards on the team. Jasper's going to stay just because we're not going to get any minutes, but we just drafted him, so might as well keep him on the team. I might decide to run Cam Whitmore at the small forward position. It just depends what I can get for Jalen Williams and Aaron Wiggins. Going to be trading away a lot of our players now at this point in the rebuild, just considering how, I don't want to say bad this rebuild has gone so far, but we just have not been playing well as a team. Why can I get Zubac for Jalen Williams and Aaron Wiggins? What are we doing? All right, let's just go. Did we take Carter Bryant here? I'm not really liking most of these trades, if I'm being honest here. They're not awful, but they're just not the best things I've seen. For whatever reason, we could do this. I'm not doing it. Let's just take Dalton Nett from the Lakers. They could use a big man. They get Jalen Williams and Isaiah Hartenstein. from this trade. I can then move Cam Whitmore to the backup small forward position and Dalton Nett to the backup 2 next to Nikola Topic, where we do need to now get a big. The Clippers really just are done with Zubac. This is an even worse trade package than the previous one. They do get 2 young players. I don't even know who this guy is. He was taken 18th in the draft. They get Jasper Johnson and Aaron Wiggins along with a first round pick, but no way they're willing to give up Zubac, a player who I don't need him at all, but he's like the only player here. We're going to take Malik Monk in a first round pick. I don't need Malik at all, but in terms of us getting a backup big, he's probably our best shot of any of those trade packages to where someone may pop up that could help the roster out this season. Daniel Gafford, look, there we go. Just give me Gafford from the Mavericks. We're going to run Shai next to VJ Edgecombe, Jalen Williams, Cameron Boozer, and Chet with Daniel Gafford, Cam Whitmore, Dalton Nett, and Nikola Topic coming off the bench. We've quickly turned things around this season. We've only lost 15 games now with 53 wins, which is more than last season. We're also first in the conference with the best record in the entire NBA, as we do just take a loss to the Pelicans there and to the 76ers. Great. All right, we're really competing for a top 2 seeding here, as it's just going back and forth to end out the year. We do go on a bit of a run where Anthony Edwards does win MVP. Kuminga is now on the Bucks as a 6-man. Who could they possibly be starting over him? Curry, at 39 years old, has found his way back on the All-NBA first team, averaging 34 points, 5 assists, over 40% from 3. All right, 2K, that is insane. Shai doesn't even make an All-NBA team now. Getting his free throw out of here just ruined things for him. We were competing with the Rockets this season, as they are now starting Cooper Flag next to Amen, Alperen, Jalen Green, Ty Jerome. Jabari Smith is coming off their bench with Tari Eason, Kasem Wallace, Dylan Brooks. My gosh, this team, their lowest overall in their rotation is an 85. Dylan Brooks. What am I supposed to do about that? This is what I was afraid of. We're definitely playing this Rockets team. Cooper Flag, a demon. Amon Thompson, a demon. The team is just stacked. The Ty Jerome bidding war is about to go insane this offseason. We're going to take this series game by game. My gosh, the 8th seed Orlando Magic have found their way to the conference finals. I don't know how that team's the 8th seed, but it is what it is. We're going to take this game by game. The Rockets are coming off of a championship at the end of the day. As we do go up 3-2, we have another 7-game series, just how we started the video off. No surprise here. The first 7-game series we did have, we lost every single quarter, as it's still anybody's game. We only won that 3rd quarter by 4 points. We're getting waxed in the 4th. Oh my gosh! What just happened? Alright, we lose by 5 as the Rockets are back in the finals to win another championship. So many trades were just made. We just had too many young players, quite frankly. We're going to start Shai. Nikola Topic is going to be the backup point guard. Here's where things get crazy. We were able to trade up for Devin Booker, which means BJ can't come off our bench next to Cam Whitmore. Jalen Williams is going to start once again next to Cameron Boozer. Chet. And then Oso is going to come off our bench. They did average 13 and 6 last season with a steal and a block. So, I mean, that's about as good as it gets. As of right now, it has seemed that the Thunder are dependent on Shai's free throw ability. Hopefully, we can change that in this playoff run, because we've just been getting... And it hasn't even been bad. Last season, we lost to the 1st-seeded Rockets, who are insane. Now we're playing the 2nd-seeded Kings, who do have Reed Shepard, Dalton Nett, Aaron Wiggins, Miles Bridges, Sabonis, Chris, Rasher, Jasper Johnson, Aiden. A lot of the players that we used to have actually just went to this Kings team, where we do win in 5 games. Unfortunately, we're back to playing this Rockets team. They have a completely new look with Jordan Poole, Quentin Grimes, Cooper Flag, Amen, Alperen, Tari Eason, Dylan Brooks, Malik Thomas, David Rhodey. Definitely looks a little worse of a team than last season, as we do go up 2-0 here. We go up 3-1. Hopefully we can close this series out. Just kidding. It's now a 7-game series. After being up 3-1, they came back and they have won 2 in a row, where they are going to outscore us in that 1st quarter. We are going to take the 2nd. Hopefully we can take some more momentum here, as it looks like we're just going to lose. Oh my gosh, hold up. We're kind of storming here in the 4th quarter. Look at the 4th quarter, man. Oh, wait, hold up. Alright. We just went 4 years with this team and did not win a single championship. Meanwhile, the Rockets have won 3. I guess the Thunder really are depending on Shai's free throw ability, because my gosh, we have Shai, Devin Booker, Jalen Williams, Cameron Boozer, Chet, BJ, Nikola Topic, Cam Whitmore, And we lost. I don't get it. If you guys enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe, comment, and I will catch you all with the next video.